right, the primary is Tuesday, and joining us now is Republican Congressman and New York gubernatorial candidate Lee Zeldin, recently endorsed by the New York Post. Lee, we should talk about a million things, but you don't have time, we don't have time. But I think, look, energy is important, taxes are important, but I'll ask you, isn't the number one issue in this going to be crime?
I'm hearing that all across New York State. I'm not just hearing it from Republicans. It's certainly an issue for Republicans, for conservatives. We see cashless bail, the impacts of that, district attorneys like Alvin Bragg refusing to enforce the law. I would have the power as the governor of the state of New York under the New York State Constitution, and I will use it to fire Alvin Bragg day one come January. We have to repeal cashless bail. There are discovery law changes from one-party Democratic rule that have to be rolled back. There's something called the HALT Act, which has resulted in correctional officers being assaulted because they lose the tool of solitary confinement. I believe that all 50 states should be enacting a law enforcement Bill of Rights. New York should lead the way as part of that as well. Overhauling the parole board. That list goes on. Fundamentally, we have one-party Democratic rule pushing a defund the police agenda and trying to really slap handcuffs on the justice system instead of law-abiding citizens. And we just have to start backing our great, selfless, dedicated men and women in blue again.
You know, that's just where I was going to go, Mike. I mean, I don't think Governor Hochul has done it, and I think you're going to, a winner here will support the cops, Lee Zeldin. Do you know what I mean? Just at the most basic level, support the, no ands, ors, buts about it. Support the cops, haul the known criminals off the streets. I mean, that's got to do the trick.
Yeah, people should feel safe on their streets, in the subways, in their homes, in businesses. We have small business owners who see the looting and then there's no accountability. You have individuals in different groups targeted with raw violent hate. The Asian American community had one of their own pushed in front of an oncoming subway car and killed, stabbed to death in their apartment in Lower Manhattan, beaten to death on the streets with a hammer. And so the different communities, from the Sikhs to the Jewish community, they all want to see leaders in government, regardless of whether they are, even if they're a lifelong liberal, loyal Democrat, they want to feel safe on their streets. And they're not getting that right now from one-party rule. So they want common sense, they want balance, and there's nothing to apologize for in wanting to provide more tools and resources to people who want to keep the community safe.
Yep, and I think that's going to lead the cavalry. GOP is going to take State House back for the first time in, 20 years. Lee Zeldin, thank you. Good luck on Tuesday's election. Appreciate it very much.